Hello and welcome to the How Do You podcast with your host, Griffinstein. Today I'm on my lonely answering questions from my podcast listeners today. I can do some accountability also. So the album, I can go right into the album. I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in and everything. So the album, Interment, is coming out on Halloween. The single, The Process with RBX, that I approved. And I'm happy that he said okay, and he gave me a verse, and the song's doing very well. And the Muuaji, which is Swahili for assassin, with Isham, dropped on the 20th. And that's doing very well without any promotion. I just dropped it, and it's on a couple playlists, and I'm already at like 500 plays, and that's amazing for me. Anyway, we working on a few things as Dark Network and as 11. I'm gonna post it on top so it shows how you say it, but versus how it's spelled. It's called 11 Projections. That's my new production company, but it's spelled Hellheaven. So it's Hellheaven, but I pronounced it 11. I was born on 1/11/74, so 7 and 4 is 11, and anyway, I'm a number person, arithmetic. So I'm excited about that. Actually having a album done is crazy for me, because usually we just race, and I always apologize for the Requiem, but I'm gonna apologize again because I didn't do what I was supposed to do when I put it out. Anyway, Okar is doing well. Rika is coming up with a lot of programming and workshops for people to learn their purpose in life. And it's rough, because you walk through life and you expect things to just be, this way. And it's not. It's not that way. And then we don't have the choices that you think you have sometimes. So you want to be what you want to be, but it's always in this box. You can have these choices, but you have to choose here. That's not choice. If somebody offers you a choice, that means it's their choice to offer you that. If it's real choice, then you can choose anything. If the choices are red and blue, you should be able to choose green. What I'm saying is question what you think your choice is, and question what you think freedom is. People will tell you that you cannot be like Target. You cannot open something like Target. Yes, you can. You can. They say you cannot, you can't do this, that, and the third because, well, who's doing it? Well, you could just do it. I was talking to a guy in Walmart. I need to start a section called Stay the Fuck Out of Walmart, because I was talking to a dude in Walmart and he blamed me for every COVID sickness from here to middle of Alabama because I wasn't stuck. Mind you, I did not say a word. I was looking at bread. The nigga walked up behind me and started talking. And it had nothing to do with me. So I know you guys don't want to get, tested. I know you guys, and I turned around slow to really look at him like, who are you talking to? And he was crazy. He was not black. But the news give you these scenarios, and people just accept them. So when I tell you you have a choice, you have a choice. That's all I'm saying. Actually, I think I will do a segment called Stay Out of Walmart, because I was in Walmart one time and this little girl, the mama asked the girl, she said, do you want, Abby, she said, Abby, do you want pink lemonade or ruby red grapefruit juice? The little girl said, come on, Mom. We both know those are the same. Just choose one and let's go. The bitch was 7. So I'm like, I heard some condescending in there. I heard some bossiness in there. And she was like, you're right. It was a different world. I just don't know that was weird to me. And I look around, it's the Twilight Zone. I'm gonna just say that. Walmart is a Twilight Zone, because nothing is really reality in there, but it is. And that shit is ridiculous. So yeah, stay out of Walmart. And mind you, this is Richmond Walmart at Hilltop, and that's a freaky world in there. I saw a dude steal Hawaiian Punch, like the big one, and nobody stopped him. Nobody was even. I gotta stay out of there. I haven't been in there in like 6 months. I haven't been in there in 6 months. Anyway, I'm sorry. So my point was, to choose your poison and do what you gotta do and feel good. More accountability is I was working with Moving Forward, and I saw that they were working with Rich City Rides. So the Najee, I talked to Najee. I'm gonna do a commercial for him, Rich City Rides, and we're gonna do his documentary. We're gonna sit down next month, October, and work on his documentary. Rich City Rides turns 10 in August of next year. Hopefully, we will have that done by then with interviews from everybody, and we will put it in CoBiz for the unveiling. Unless something else is open, I would like to do it at the Richmond Auditorium, but I know they're not opening until January of next year, so it's probably a backup with all the I know they want to do wrestling matches and stuff there. I don't know that. I'm just making it up, but yeah. So that's good with that. I did a little thing with my 11 series. That's really spelled 11 because it's just going to be 11 minutes. So I'm walking the McDonald is going to be called the M. So just if you see me hit your horn, don't purposely hit me. And if you gunning your engine, stop it, because it messes up the film and we can't keep the footage. I know you want attention because you got a 6-cylinder, but you shouldn't have 8-cylinder draws on your 6-cylinder bitch. Anyway, so I like y'all to go to TJ Sykes. He's coming up with a new brownie for his brand, and is keto. Well, technically it's not keto. What it is it's vegan. So it's gluten free and it's vegan. So he's gonna bust those out, I think, on the 2nd of October. And I'll post something on my DA Griffinstein. Y'all go follow me on Instagram. I actually am on Facebook, but I think I'm gonna leave Facebook alone. It's becoming a lot of Jesus quotes and people just taking other people's. It's no creativity. It's people taking other people's stuff and saying this is how I feel and this is how I feel, but nobody's really telling you how they feel. So I might leave Facebook alone. But older people are on it, and I think that's really my audience is some older people, because those are the people with the knowledge. So those are the people I'm trying to get on this podcast. What else is going on? Yada B. So go to Mary B. Poppins and see if you can get it. If you vend, if you do any kind of thing, she's all about women empowerment. They having one in Vallejo. Okar will have a table there, and we'll be, they calling it remix. I just call it old clothes I was going to throw away. but they're gonna sell them, and then we're gonna be able to do stuff with it and take that money and then have projects, because we are doing a Halloween for my record release. We doing a kids giveaway at across the street from Kobe's. We'll be doing Halloween reading books, and I'm gonna dress up as the clown, Dogface Gremlin. That's the clown that you see in my videos, which is me. I mean, I ain't telling you no secret. And it's a movie coming out with that. So it's gonna be a movie coming out with that. Killer Clown, walking through Richmond, killing. It's a horror movie, so don't get too caught up in it. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make a watermelon explode with meat in it. If you have any ideas, let me know. I really want to get that in slow motion. Again, so what we're gonna do, I think, with my next album, which is gospel, is I'm going to try to make each one of the songs be directly correlated to something. So I'll explain that more when the time comes. And I don't know. Oh, the questions. So people had questions. People had questions about, how I run the podcast, and what am I doing, as far as that kind of stuff goes. And so one of the questions was, where do you get your guests from? And I believe a certain thing, and I let life deal with what it's going to deal with. So sometimes I just run into people, and I'm like, oh, I got a podcast. And so we do it that way. But it's some people like Galia and her husband and Tamara Shiloh. It's these people that I know and that I wanted to highlight, And I have to redo Galia's because I was doing Galia's when I was basically doing it just audio. And I appreciate the people that have been sticking with me since I was just audio. And if you are listening to this audio, we do video. So you can go to Dark Network 24/7 on YouTube. And I got all of the ones up to that point, on video. And it's just good to see people's face when they, laugh or not laugh or whatever. But Galia is in Gratitude in Richmond. She sells the Afrocentric gift shops and stuff like that. Tomorrow we're gonna do updates on everybody. I'm actually going to be shooting Galia's commercial soon, so that'll be something good to do. And that's how I find my guests. Doug Harris. Vicious was doing something, and he wanted Vicious for his documentary about Richmond rap music. He said, oh, Griff got a podcast, so then that's how we hooked up. It's just different ways that we hook up. And I'm always looking for guests, so if you have an idea, go ahead and do it. Send it to me, podcast at itsthedark.com, podcast at itsthedark.com. And I can get your questions, and I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to do a show with a person and then a show without a person answering. I have a lot of questions. I never really. I guess that's my bad, because you're really supposed to deal with your audience. So I do have questions, so I'm gonna start doing that. Another question was, somebody asked me how I felt about. I think it was the shot versus the shot versus the choice of it all. And I already talked about what you said about what I just said about choice. So that kind of answered that one. But I think everybody should have the choice. Some people believe that regardless of choice, you're saving the herd and you should save the herd and all of this. But I'm not going to get something injected in my body to protect against something that you injected in my body. I mean, I just don't understand why somebody can't have. Well, I do understand, because people are being paid. So I shouldn't say I don't understand. Yeah, choice is what I'm not against the vaccine. I'm not against people that are against the vaccine. I'm just against somebody telling me that. Dark Network.
And you know what it is. W's.
say I'm heartless, but I'm not though. Don't have to prove it, keep it music, Southside, birth the psycho. A public threat like a sideshow. So gather round, enjoy the sound while the rubber and the pipe smoke. Dark Network.
All right, so I got on board. It all started when Contact sent me a Facebook message. And he sent me this Facebook message telling me that he has an idea for a movie. That same day, me and Contact, we ended up meeting up over there on the south side by King Park, over there by Coronado Elementary. And we were out there talking.
If I want to eat, at a grocery store, I got to show you this Nazi-esque card to prove that I am what the government wants me to be. And I'll never be that because I can't change my skin color. So, I don't really have a real thought about it. It's just a choice. I mean, I'm probably more careful than most people. So, I don't understand why the face of unvaccinated becomes a criminal when I go to the store early in the morning, nobody is there, I don't leave the house. They say, oh, you can't eat in restaurants. Well, I don't eat in restaurants. I can't even eat processed foods. The shit hurts me. You can't go to the bar. I don't drink. Everything that they throw at you that they think was something that would push me. Or you can't go to the Niners game. I said, I don't watch dudes play with balls. That's not fun to me. So you can't entice me. You can't make me get it the way you think you can traditionally, like the rest of the people. So I don't feel one way or the other. I just think it'd be choice. And unfortunately, some of the people that believe you should have a choice, like the abortion people, still think you should get it. They think I should still get it even though they want the choice over their body. But I shouldn't because over in the whole, it hurt other people. But I know people that have babies and I'm really taking care of them. That doesn't hurt the people in the whole. It's all about choice. What else? I was looking for people to learn how to do podcasts because we're trying to update the way we're doing podcasts. So I have other stuff I'm trying to do, like the 11 series I was talking about and the movies. We have a couple movies. The Finders Keepers movies is actually all done. Raven is editing it now. We're looking at winter, which probably means January, but I was hoping for December so that we can move on and start doing start filming the horror story part of it, which is Losers Weepers. So it's Finders Keepers, Losers Weepers in January or February. So that can come out probably around summertime of next year. Just have to see what's going on. I want to tell you, just go ahead and if you feel like you need to do something, do it. If it's you want to shoot a movie, you want to shoot a commercial, just do it. Just pull out your camera and start telling these stories because it's other people that's not doing it. And unfortunately, the truth thing that I ever heard was it don't matter who tell you no or who tell you yes. It really comes down to you telling you yes. You just got to get up, get out, and be about it. And nobody can tell you what's wrong. Because if you believe in it, I've seen people that had the faith of going on and lost a lot of money. But like Trav said last episode, if you Trav Lyrics, that was my 31st episode. He said if you equate your success with money, you probably never really have success in your own eyes. But if you equate success to learning how to do something and making it a tangible piece or putting it out where now it was in your mind, now it's real. Or something that you and a group of people talked about, now it's real. That's what OCAR is. That's what 11 is. That's what Sweet Felice Baked Goods is. That's what Levette's service of coaching is. That's what Melanated Harmony is. It's all of these things. It's just taking something from nothing and putting it out. And I don't have the guests or the views that I think I should have. But, fuck them. I mean, shit. What you gonna do? I'm still doing it. This 30. I'm only doing 60 episodes. So I'm half done. So, it's finna be downhill cruising. That's why this is so informal. So we gonna just keep on doing stuff that we doing and knock it down. Yeah. And this is probably shorter, but I don't have as much time as I used to. In fact, right now, as soon as I go this, I just bought a fucking selfie stick that's probably longer than this table, and so we'll go into that. People are getting $100,000 tickets for flying drones if it's based in commercial aspects. So you can fly your drone if it's like you would drive a race car, or RC car. So if you're just hitting donuts and hitting circles and taking pictures that you can show your family, okay. The minute that you put it on social media, even if you make 0.2 of a half of a penny, that's commercial. If you fly it over your building to look at your gutters, that's commercial. The way the transponders work in those drones, they tell you they got it all. It's all the flights, all of the times, where you were, to the fucking hair. They know where you were. So they know how high you were. They know how low you were. They know how long you were doing it, everything. So it's just a matter of time. So I'm trying to get my license. Not trying. I'm reading the thing right now. I'm trying to read a passage a week. And I'll pop it up here. I can't remember. It's called Part 7, but it's something from the FAA. And they want you to get a license, which I understand. Because once I looked at certain drones, they are bigger. They're drones that are the size of basically small refrigerators, where they carry cameras, they carry all these other things. So if you don't know how to drive those, you hit somebody, you could kill them, driving over groups or driving over crowds. So if you into drones and stuff, I would just go ahead and do it, because what else you gonna do? You don't want to get that 100,000, and they'll get their money. Federal will get their money one way or another. And plus, who wants that kind of a bill? That changes your whole life. You think student loans is bad? Get one of them FAAs. I think what's happening is Amazon is about to take some airspace. I think from 250 up until very, very commercial, I think that 150 they're going to own. So they want to be able to fine you if you're in the wrong airspace, which is not hard to do. You could just put a limiter on your drone and it won't go higher than 249. But, just like I know, if I'm going 50 and a policeman say I'm going 55, what you going to do? You either pay the ticket or fight it or get shot in the throat. But I digress. I have a selfie stick, so right after this, I'm going out to pretend like it's a drone, because I can hold my hand way up. I don't think you can see that, but you can hold your hand way up, and I can get those shots of 360. And 360 cameras are I like it. The GoPro, I like it a lot. You can check well, no, you can't. I posted it, but I used the song from Ghost in the Machine to do it, because that I'm not going to sing it. I was about to, but I stopped myself. But yeah, it's not, they'll take it down anyway. So I just started using Logic, so I'm going to get on to there. Anyway, for the rest of the year, Okara is going to do a Halloween thing. I'm doing my Halloween project, and it's going to be released on Halloween from 4 to 6. We're going to do kids stuff out here. And then we're doing the incarcerated folks. They're going to be able to put an application in and get, toys sent to their children. Like their father sent it to it or their mother sent it to them. So we're looking for donations for that. And Dark Network does actually have a Patreon. I always forget to say it because it feels like I'm begging, but I'm not really begging. I'm just, if you like what I do, if you see it and you like it, you see what Dark Network is doing, go to the Patreon, donate $5 or a nickel, whatever you want. We appreciate it. And we're going to start sending out, I'm going to make a sweatshirt every year for those Patreon. I just sent those out to Jeremiah and I think Sherelle. Is a Patreon. So I only got 2. And I appreciate y'all. But yeah, Sherelle and Jeremiah, those are the 2 people that I sent pullovers, hoodies to. The dark, it says defining art, respect, and knowledge. if you have any questions, we doing stuff. We trying to change the world a little bit at a time, just block by block. Griffinstein. We supposed to be putting together a poetic album soon. I'm doing the music on it. TJ Sykes, maybe Don Black, and CC maybe he was on my TJ Sykes was on my podcast. I can't remember what episode, but I'll pop it up. You know me. I'll pop it up and then we'll talk about it. But yeah, supposed to do an album. I don't think nobody ever did that kind of album before, so we're gonna see how that works. Basically, it'll be to the point where we doing all of these pop-ups and stuff, and you just want to bless it. You just want to bless the event. So TJ Sykes is gonna do one called "Bless This Event," basically, and you press play, and he does a poem, and it blesses the event and everybody there. But it rhymes and it's all of that. So we're going to do those kind of things where, you don't want to have to... Some people don't believe in the slave entities and deities. So we have to do something where everybody is appeased. And that's what that would be. And it's going to be raw because, I'm going to be on it. But I'm going to be doing it under another name. My conscious name is Arithmetic, the philosopher. I'm going to run that for sure, and it's going to blink. It's going to look like magic. But it's all about math and because, arithmetic is arrhythmia, which is a heart, and then arithmetic, which is math, and then, tick is like lunatic. So I'm just an observer. That's why I say I need to do a secret thing in Walmart, because people don't believe me when I say that shit, but that shit is true. A lot of that is true. Most of that is true. Them is characters in there. I think I might do that. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Anything you want to see, anything you want to do, let me know. It's all good. I'll be in Richmond. I'm around here. Even if you're in another country, talk to me, hit me. We can connect, and I can help you set up what you need to set up in your country. It's not hard. I can send you piece by piece how to set up a podcast or whatever you need to do. Yeah. So this has been your episode of How Do You View You, featuring just me, Griffinstein. Go check out Muuaji. Tell me what you think about it. It's on all the platforms featuring Esham. I'm going to get the CDs pressed, so I'll have CDs for these people that like CDs. I appreciate y'all. Patreon. I need to stop saying peace.
Like Mackay Pfeiffer.
Finders keepers. The idea sat in the back of my head for a long time. Talked to my uncle, who's a filmmaker, about it. Talked to him about the idea, and he said it was a good idea. And then one day I was at a recording studio with Dap, and I was telling him about this movie idea, and he was like, "Man, that's dope."